Which courses should project managers study to take their careers to the next level? Let's assume for a minute you've already covered the basics. So you've done print, you've done PMP, and now you're wondering what else you can do. What else is going to move the dial for you? Well, there's a lot of membership organizations around the world that will sell various courses, and they can be helpful to an extent. My belief though is that once you know these things, you know them, and it's a waste of time to revisit them over and over. It's better to go and pick up a new skill of some sort that's going to help you to progress. So I'm going to recommend to you a few courses that I've taken that I've found to be really helpful in my career. Hey, before you come at me telling me that all the big membership organizations, they've all got really great courses and I shouldn't be talking badly about them, I'm not talking badly about them. I got huge value from, say, Prince 2, but there are other options you should be exploring. I'm really lucky that in the last few months I've had the opportunity to test some courses from alternative providers that have been really beneficial to me in my role as a PMO, would be really helpful to other people in roles like project management, business analysis, and so on. So I'm going to tell you about a few courses that I think have been really good. I'm not going to beat you over the head with them though. I'm just going to be very brief and tell you what they do. If they seem appealing to you, the link is in the description. You go and check it out for yourself if it works for you. The most important thing about these courses, or any other course that you choose to take within your career, is to determine how transformational they are. In my case, Prince 2 was transformational. Before that, I wasn't a project manager. After it, I was. Last year, I took a course on filmmaking by Casey Neistat, a very famous YouTuber, and that transformed me as well because it enabled me to get out into public and start recording rather than just being sat here all day. So the most important thing about a course is how you are different by the end of it, what value has been realized in your life, what transformation has taken place. And on a side note, that's why I keep kicking management of risk at every chance I get, because it didn't transform anything for me. It didn't move the dial in any useful way for me. So whenever I get the opportunity, I tell people not to bother wasting their money on management of risk, but I'm being harsh. You have to make that judgment for yourself. But I will say read the book first before you spend any more money. Anyway, let's get into it. The first of the courses that I'm talking about today is Managing and Leading Change by Mike Clayton, a fellow YouTuber from the Online PM Courses channel. His course has helped to change my mindset about delivering projects and truly seeing the world in a much broader way. It's really easy as a project manager to be very dismissive and actually defensive when you're encountering the arguments against your change by the very people whose world you're changing, and understanding a little bit about their reluctance and helping to bring them on the journey in a constructive way is incredibly powerful. It's really funny how many project managers I've known over the years who are deeply offended whenever they get told to just effing do it, and yet they don't mind taking that same approach to the very stakeholders whose lives they're changing. Just effing do it won't always work. There are times you're going to encounter huge resistance if that's the only tool you've got. Doing this course is transformational in that it will help you to understand your stakeholders better and to help you to formulate strategies to help you to bring them on the journey with you. The next course I want to recommend is AI Made Simple by Andy Kaufman. I've mentioned this course in a couple of videos in the past. In one case he came on and did an interview with me, in another one I was using ChatGPT and I referred back to that conversation. It is an excellent course and I cannot begin to overstate the importance for people in the project profession to start to understand and learn the tools of AI. I went to the Ghana Innovation Summit in London a couple of weeks ago and I saw a tool that is basically, it could be a PMO killer. It can do about 80% of a PMO's job. And the PMOs who are going to get to keep their job will be the ones who know how to use it. This course has been transformational in the sense that I can now see the tools that are coming down the path, and they are powerful. And to be honest with you, I want to be one of the people who's using it, not one of the people who's rendered obsolete by them. It's worth mentioning as well that the course is adapting as well. Andy keeps updating that course as new tools come out, as new techniques come out. It's a living course, so check it out. It's worth your time. The next course I want to recommend is by my favorite online content creator, me. I'm not going to toot my horn too much about this one. It's called Find Your Next or First Project Management Job. and it shows my techniques for job seeking in the project management world. That covers everything from the job search, CV, resume creation, applications, interviews, and network building. The transformation that it offers is that it will help you to get your next job in project management or your first job in project management, just like it says in the title. I should add that this is a cohort-based course and it only runs at certain times during the year, so click the link below, see if it's enrolling and see if it's of interest to you. Finally, a really transformational course for anybody with a lot of experience in project or program management. Expertise Unleashed by Leslie Elder Asner offers to change your career from being a regular permie or contractor into a consultant. I took this course earlier this year. It was eye-opening for me, and I didn't realize just how closely within my grasp the ability to move from being in the permanent workforce to being a consultant really is. So if you're an experienced professional and you're starting to reevaluate exactly what your work-life balance is like and want to have a little bit more control over how you spend your time, this could actually offer you an interesting way out of what you're doing and into something where you still get to use the skills that you've developed over the last several years. So there you go, 4 transformational courses for project managers and one not so transformational one if you count management of risk. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Gosh, one of these days I'm going to bump into the people who run that course. I'm going to have to claim it was my evil twin that's been saying all this stuff about management of risk. Anyway, before I get myself into any more trouble, check out the links in the description. Buy my course. I'll see you soon. Get out of here.